Hello everyone and welcome to the Top Hat Learning Lab. Today we'll be making new operations. So in math, these new symbols are going to be used and they're going to represent a combination of existing operations to create new operations. So in the next few problems, I'm going to use this symbol to represent multiplication and this symbol to represent division, and they are not new symbols and they do not represent new operations. You'll see what I mean when I come to the next few problems. So let's jump into our first problem. On the top left is our first question. Suppose I make a new type of operation, square, such that a squared b is equal to 3 multiply a plus a multiply b. If so, what is a 7 square 8 and b 8 square 2 in parentheses square 3. So how do we do this? Basically, these problems are just a substitution. You substitute 7 for a and 8 for b in this formula and this equation. So it would be 7 square 8 is equal to 3 times 7 for a plus 7 times 8. I'm using this for multiplication. So this is question A. Now, this would also be equal to 21 plus 56. And so the answer to this question is 77. There, very easy. Now we get to a bit more complicated. And this one is 8 square 2 square 3. Now what is this equal to? This is equal to, we're going to do the parentheses first. So 3 times 8 plus 8 times 2. And we're just going to leave it square 3, or else it gets a lot more complicated if you try to do this simultaneously. Do it step by step. So that would give us 24 plus 16 square 3, and that gives us 40 square 3. And now you can see clearly what's A and what's B. A is always in front of B, so 40 is A. So it would be 3 times 40 plus 40 times 3. And you can see that it gets 240. And that is our answer for question B. Now we're going to move on to question number 2, which is just a slight bit more complicated. P and Q represent numbers, and P triangle Q means P times Q divided by 2. What is the value of 3 triangle 6 triangle 8 in parentheses? So, of course we need to do the parentheses first. So, it would be 6, 8 is equal to 3 triangle 6 times 8 divided by 2. Since 6 is P and 8 is Q. And this will give us 3 triangle 48 divided by 2. And that is 24. So now we can see what's P and what's Q. So we go ahead and substitute again. Divided by 2. And that gives us 72 divided by 2, which is equal to 36. And that is our answer, 36. 3 triangle 6 triangle 8 in parentheses is equal to 36. So now we'll move on to our third question. A new operation is made in the world of maths. This weird symbol. X and 4 dots. Now, X and 4 dots, I'm just going to call it that. AX 4 dots b is equal to a times a plus 1 times a plus 2 times all the way until a plus b. What is the value of 6 x4 dots 4 subtract 5 x4 dots 2? So what is this problem trying to tell you? Basically, let's say for this problem 6 is a. So 6 4 is equal to 6, which is a, times 6 plus 1 times 6 plus 2 all the way until times 6 plus 4, which means that there's still 6 plus 3, and that's it. So you keep on multiplying a plus 1, 2, 3 until you get to this number b. So if we try to solve this one, it would just be 4 minus 5 x4 dots 2 is equal to 6. I'm just going to put it like this. This is multiplying. 6 plus 1, 6 plus 2, 6 plus 3, and 6 plus 4. Subtract 5, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2. And we stop there because 2 is b in this case. And this would give us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus 5, 6, 7. And now you might want to pull out your calculator and do a bit of calculating. But I have the answer here, so I'm just going to write it out. 30,240 subtract 210, and that is equal to 30,030. And that is the answer. It's a bit big, but this is the correct answer, 30,030. Now finally we move on to our last problem, and this one is a bit of a twist. So if brackets a means taking the whole number part of the real number a, for example 6.75 is equal to 6, what is the value of 13 divided by pi in brackets multiplied by 4, and everything is in brackets? So this one does not deal with existing operations, it's just taking a whole number. So let's say if we had 5.734533346, whatever, and you put brackets around it, it would just be 5. Oh, without the brackets, it would just be 5. So what is the value of this? Now I'm just going to write out the question first. You can, let's solve the small bracket first. You divide 3.1415 all the way until infinity, and the whole number part of this pi number is just 3. So you just put 3 over here, you multiply 4, and this will give you, we're gonna do this first because bad math, and that gives us 4.333333 times 4. Now you can't just put 4 here because there are no brackets around this number. So we actually have to multiply it first, and that'll give us bracket 17.3333, and that will give us 17. Now if you just put a bracket, an imaginary bracket around this number, said it was 4 times 4 is 16, well, you're wrong. So this is the actual way to do it. You'd get 17, and that is the correct answer. So I hope you enjoyed this video because I personally love these types of problems, not just because they're slightly more easy, but because it deals with visual symbols and substituting numbers inside. And it really makes you feel good when you solve one of these. So I hope you learned something. I hope you can put this to use one day. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.